So, more news about pretty big YouTubers or content creators being pedophiles. Now, it's someone has accused a very close person who is in a lot of Mr. Beast's videos about being a pedophile. Now, this is Kris Tyson. They are pretty notable for being controversial. And I wouldn't say controversial in the sense of they've said something wrong because they're trans. They came out as trans, I think, in 2023, was it? 2022? I can't exactly remember. But they came out as trans. Now, people's opinions with this were, well, pretty vocal. We've had people like Nick Merckx and many other streamers and YouTubers, and Andrew Tate, I think, has come out and said his piece on it. Sneeko, another creator, and many other people have voiced their opinions on whether this person should actually have a child. Now, they have a child. I think he's 1 or 2. I can't remember how old he is. But he's quite young. And he had a wife. I think they were married, or I don't know if they were partners or married. Either way, they were obviously together. I think they broke the relationship apart. And if they were married, I think they got a divorce or whatever. However, it fell apart. But it looks like they're still there for the child, which is, I guess, good. But a lot of people, again, have their controversies and saying that the fact they're trans, they're putting ideology into their son, that their son will become trans and stuff like that. It's a lot of stuff about trans people within that. And, you know, Kris Tyson has been taking the bullet for a while with all of this. And Mr. Beast, again, is a huge content creator, a huge content creator. Probably one of the biggest content creators ever in any social media thing. I think he has over 200 million subscribers. Actually, no, I think it's past that now. Let me actually check. He has 305 million subscribers as I'm recording this, and his last video had 170 million views, which was recorded 9 days ago. That is incredible. So he's a huge, influential YouTuber. He influences a lot of other people to do good. What his videos contain, his videos are him pretty much helping out people. He does what a lot of people have done on the internet. However, he seems to actually reinvest what he does on YouTube. So any money he makes from YouTube or sponsorships or anything like that, he reinvests into videos and gives it back to community. He does challenges as well with other YouTubers and stuff like that. He's done some wild. I think he did a Squid Game challenge when that was popular. So he's done some pretty crazy stuff. I mean, he is, again, I think a world record holder for the most subscribed YouTube channel, beating PewDiePie, which was... He was a huge YouTuber back in the day. I think he was the first ever YouTuber to actually reach 100 million subscribers. So, you know, it's quite a big, influential YouTuber Mr. Beast is. And obviously with the whole Kris Tyson thing, of course, there is a lot of eyes. They were actually called Kris Tyson. They're called Ava Tyson or something now, or Kris Ava Tyson, whatever. I don't know. I'm going to say they or their. Because I don't fucking know where to tread. You've got to be very careful because you get called all sorts of shit these days if you accidentally misgender someone, unfortunately. That's why you got to tread lightly when you're talking about stuff like this. Because, again, you talking about someone who's trans or, you know, someone with pronouns that are very vocal like this, you can get to a point where you actually say something and they can, oh, stop misgendering me and stuff like that. But anyway, let me get to the actual main point of the thing and stop dragging this on. Kris Tyson or Ava Tyson, whatever the fuck you want to call them, because I don't know what name. I think it's Kris Tyson. It was spelled Chirs, I think. And their name is actually spelled Cris. Now, so they've changed they've changed their name. It still says the same exact thing, but obviously... Now, they're trending on Twitter, no surprise. Okay, so the Twitter account says Ava Kris Tyson. Okay, then, I'm guessing they've decided to put Kris Tyson or Kris as their middle name. However, there has been some pretty controversial things in the past day, where he would, that apparently he's a paedophile and he's sent dirty things and he's done weird things. Now, obviously, we've had Dr. Disrespect he was accused of being a paedophile and, he admitted to messaging a minor, which I don't know if I want to say paedophile, but apparently there were inappropriate messages sent, so you got to put it down there as he is a wrong'un. Weird stuff. I don't know what it is with famous people and people who have a big audience, or even people who are just in the YouTube or content. It's mainly something to do with YouTube or big content creation that get exposed, or live streamers that get exposed for this type of shit. Like, you have everything set for you. You have your whole life set for you. You are working with Mr. Beast. I'm sure Mr. Beast is paying you quite a lot of money. You've been there since day fucking one with Mr. Beast. You've been there since day one. I remember actually seeing Kris in a lot of the videos. He was there with Jimmy, Mr. Beast. He was there a lot. And then, this is what he does? Is this the stuff he does? Now, apparently, from drama this is, so I don't know exactly how much, but apparently Kris Tyson, old YouTube channel, found where he shared revenge porn pictures with his audience of Jenna McCurdy from iCarly. Oh, wow. So obviously this came out. Kris Tyson from Mr. Beast has been accused of talking to minors. The two videos over the past 30 days outline an alleged sexual inappropriacy relationship with a minor that started with the minor at age 13 and planned to meet up with the minor at age 16. Kris Tyson, who now goes by Ava, has yet to respond to these allegations. Although the person who actually was a part of these allegations has come out and gave their opinion on these allegations. And he's gave quite a few things about this whole thing. So let's look. So, he put out a tweet, Kris did nothing wrong. What's actually disgusting is you guys twisting things, making me a victim. This was actually from an original tweet that actually went viral, someone saying Kris just got outed as a paedophile. This basically sent back the trans community 200 years. We are never going to hear the end of the transphobes. I really hope the kid is okay. Holy fuck, this man is disgusting and horrible. So the person that was apparently involved in that came out and said that, they weren't groomed or that. They put out another tweet saying, can you guys help me counter all these lies? Kris's messages to me were sent in public Discord servers / groups, but anyone is framing it as if it was a one-on-one. Kris literally did nothing wrong. No, I don't know exactly if this is true. I haven't seen the Discord message. I haven't bothered watching the video. I'm saying if he is or not, I don't know. But the guy who was apparently, his name's Lava, came as, this is the person that I think is apparently the person who Kris Tyson was apparently messaging inappropriately when they were younger. They're 20 now, so this must have been a long time ago, a very long time ago, indeed. I don't know exactly when. It was before they came out as trans, so that I can't remember when they came out as trans, Kris Tyson. I think it was it 2022? I think properly, I don't know. Don't exactly know. But he put out another tweet saying, these videos are massive lies and twisting the truth. Ava never did anything wrong and just made a few edgy jokes. Oh, but Dr. Disrespect could have made a few edgy jokes. You've few edgy jokes. Now, I'm not saying maybe they weren't inappropriate jokes, but again, you've got to be very careful. Even if they are edgy jokes, you've got to be very careful and tread lightly. If you're messaging someone under the age of 18, you've got to be very careful with what you say, because again, you could slip up and say something and boom, you fucked it for yourself. You know, best thing, you really shouldn't be talking to someone inappropriate and under age of 18, because, well, something's going to happen clearly, something's going to happen stupidly. Unless you are doing it as a fan interaction, then fair enough, but YouTubers and streamers still seem to slip up with that one. I think the person that Dr. Disrespect was talking to was a fan as well, so, and he slipped up and apparently said something inappropriate, well, what he admitted anyway. Can you do me a favor and comment on all these videos and tell them to stop spreading lies? This situation takes away from the children who are actively exploited every day. I'm not a victim of anything being claimed in these videos at all. Now, people are saying whether he's been paid hush money or not. I don't know. Maybe he is telling the truth. You know, apparently stuff does get twisted, unfortunately. You know, and that's just how sad things are. I don't know where these sparked from. I know, again, quite a big YouTuber, Dream, had a lot of allegations. I think he beat the allegations and came out and just refuted them all and, well, said his part. And, yeah, he cleared all the allegations that were against him. Now, I don't really know, again, if this is 100% true. Some people are saying that he was paid to say this sort of stuff. He's being paid to defend Kris Tyson. There's all sorts of stuff coming out about Kris Tyson as well, that he's sharing revenge porn and stuff like that, which is quite a serious. I think that's a serious crime, revenge porn. I don't know in America, but I know in some European countries you can actually go down quite a fair amount, and you'll have to pay damages, obviously, for that. So it's not a joke, you know, posting naked pictures of someone else. If that is true, which is a pretty fucked up thing to do. I don't know if that's true. That's coming from Drama Alert. I don't know where the source is from, so I'd take that with an inch of salt, unless some more proof came out. You know, but there are people giving their opinions. I hope Mr. Beast uses the resources and pays for lawyer fees to sue the crap out of anyone identifiable who's making false claims. Nothing gets my knob cracking like some lolly. That was some edgelord shitpost thing. I mean, again, you got to be very careful with that. I like how we say all edgelord and shitpost, although you shitpost these days and you get called all sorts of shit. You know, you got to be very, like, you can make, like, there's only so far you can make jokes before you start bordering onto crazily, what the fuck, you dirty motherfucker type shit. Or, like, I've seen shit posters make, like, inappropriate jokes about kids and stuff, and they're bordering on, like, holy shit, you guys are really, you know, slow down a minute, you know, got to be very careful. Now, again, this could be just something spun out and manipulated and stuff like that. We haven't heard anything from Kris Tyson. They don't have any tweets. I think some people are saying that they deleted their tweets because of this whole thing. No, they've been deleted for quite some time, it looks like. So I don't know if they're going to reply to this. They haven't made a statement. I don't think Mr. Beast has commented on this. No, Mr. Beast hasn't made a comment about this as of yet. I don't think so. No, it's just looking at his Twitter. He hasn't made a comment on it, and Kris Tyson, I don't think, has replied to anyone. No, he's got nothing on his Twitter. So, yeah, hasn't made a comment. No one, I don't think many people in the Mr. Beast thing have made a comment on this whole thing. So I guess we will see if anyone in the Mr. Beast circle. Yeah, Carl, another person who is in the Mr. Beast circle, hasn't made a comment about it either. So we'll assume that until the person comes out. I mean, the person who apparently is the victim of all this thing, apparently he's come out and said, well, this is all lies. Don't listen to anything you hear. But it'd be cool if we actually get a sort of response from the actual person, that's being accused. I don't know why people who are being accused of something stay quiet, like doing what Dr. Disrespect did. He tried to stay quiet and hope people forget about it and bring up some absolute ass thing. And in fact, that dug him deeper, to be honest. Speak out about it. If you've done it, just admit it, get it over and done with. Don't beat around the bush or anything, because people are just they're gonna know immediately when you've slipped up or you've started to say some lawyer bullshit. Now, will anyone get sued who's claimed that they've done this? I don't know. It's quite a serious thing, this, and yes, I think you can be sued for making false lies like this and putting out things like this. It's, again, quite a serious thing, and I'm sure because they're very good friends with Mr. Beast. Kris Tyson's very good friends with Mr. Beast. I think they're childhood friends. Of course, the lawyer fees may end up being good. Now, I don't know if they are going to sue or anything like this. This may be just some big misunderstanding. I don't know where this real rumor spanned from. It's just some YouTuber came out about it. It's like Prism 42 was the person who put out the video first. I think he was the first person to make a video on this. He barely has any. The Kris Tyson journey he released a month ago. I think he deals with like pedophilia. He's from his channel, Kris Talk. A month ago, he made a video saying Kris talked to an inappropriate 13-year-old. I think that's the video that's going viral now. I think he's mainly kind of, talked about EDP from his channel. A month ago, he did a video on EDP. Obviously, a notable other content creator who was outed as a paedophile, and it turned out to be very much true. This is quite a crazy moment, and we haven't, again, seen very much from Kris Tyson. Obviously, Reddit and Twitter react to this. His friend, or another person from the Mr. Beast videos, I think he kind of fell away from the whole Mr. Beast thing. I don't know if he's been in Mr. Beast's videos lately. Chandler Hallow, he's been very notable to read Bible verses, and a lot of people have kind of tried to piece why he's doing that. Is he because of Kris Tyson? Again, a lot of people have not really liked what Kris Tyson's been doing and had their sort of opinions about this whole thing. I think everything is wild. Of course, people are going to be quite hateful towards trans people in these. It's going to, like people have saying, it's going to set trans people back. Because again, this is just going to be people are going to say, "I told you so." This trans are pedophiles. Obviously, Andrew Tate has had his speech about it. God, pretty much everything I expected he would say. He's saying that it's not really surprising because he's trans. I don't know why anyone's shocked. But yeah. Kris Tyson supported the cartoon CP artist Shadman, I think that's Shadman, that drew my daughter 8 in a sexual manner. This is a known fact. Privately, me and Kris Tyson have had a conversation about this roughly a month ago, and it still upsets me. This is not misinformation. This is a fact. While there is a lot of transphobic bullshit that should be debunked, Kris Tyson was it still a massive Shadman fan, even commissioning art from him which made a cameo in one of Mr. Beast's videos. She is not as clean as a lot of y'all would like her to be. This is just misinformation. There's no info. Okay, but anyway, apparently that's from Keemstar. Drama alert. Oh, nothing gets past my knob. Yeah. Well, what am I? Tyson Boy 35. The old me was a fag too. Oh yeah, he put out that. You start now. Is this supposed to be Kris? Me 10 years ago, I did everything hiding in my room so I could present the way I feel because I knew I was outed years before. I was taught my life would be over if I stopped, so I hid it. So you were acting as trans years ago, and I did Mr. Beast know about all this thing? Of course, I don't know. Again, there's no real comment from Mr. Beast. Should have thought about this sort of stuff coming out. He'd have sort of said something and be like, well, debunked it and something like that. But it looks like he hasn't really said anything at the moment. Now, I'm not expecting something from him, but it's just a little bit like, okay, type of thing. It is what it is, though. This whole thing is kind of crazy. Now, do I think he's done it? I don't know. And I'm not going to say because they're trans, again. Anyone could be a paedophile. Doesn't matter if you're trans, gay, straight, whatever race you are. Anyone could be a paedophile. Paedophilia doesn't have a specific thing. Anyone, a woman, man, you name it, could be a paedophile. So do remember that. Don't just blame one particular set of people for being paedophiles. There are multiple people who could be paedophiles. All I say is, be careful when your kids are watching stuff on the internet, and be careful who your kids are interacting with on the internet. That's what I say. I mean, a lot of parents clearly don't have a clue what their kids are doing on the internet. 13 years old, even then, you should be, having a clue what your kids are actually consuming on the internet, because this type of shit is only going to get worse over the years because of this. And I wish this stuff, if this comes out as true or any more things come out, this is quite sad. But yeah, the person who allegedly was the involved, or the victim, should we say, has come out and again said that they didn't do it, or Kris Tyson didn't do anything to them. So again, you got to believe it. A lot of, again, people saying, hush money, Mr. Beast, hush money. Is there any more stuff coming out? Apparently he's been exposed for buying paedophilic adware depicting children in a sexual nature, texting. That's crazy if that is true. Buying sexual artwork depicting children. Isn't that just straight up child porn at that point? Wow. If that is true, that's pretty crazy. That is pretty fucked up as well. And again, this isn't going to help the trans community whatsoever. This is going to set them back quite a while. Again, a lot of content creators and a lot of Republican type of people on Twitter have been calling out Kris Tyson and saying that he's a paedophile and he's teaching his kid all this. And again, this isn't going to help the situation. In my opinion, if I got outed like that, I'd come out and give my opinion on it very quickly, not just shy away and hope that's something, this and that. Come out and give your opinion what the fuck's happened. Shying away from this type of stuff only just makes you look like you're a little bit more guiltier. But I don't know. Maybe is that why Chandler, the other guy from Mr. Beast, who was in a lot of videos, is that why I think he quit, or he stepped back a little bit and he decided to read Bible verses? Is that why he did it? For that exact reason? Who knows? Did Mr. Beast know? Has Mr. Beast known about this? Who knows? Again, there's hush money being paid? Probably not. Do I think this whole thing is true or not? I don't know. I'm not someone who's going to start slamming on. Again, about the whole Dr. Disrespect situation, I was kind of like, we don't know about the situation until it comes out, and until more information comes out on if they are actually a paedophile or they've done inappropriate things. And obviously, eventually, they admitted to it. And that's what you've just got to wait for. You've got to wait for either they admit to it because of the pressure, or they never speak about it, and it just kind of comes down as they're weird. Will they quit Mr. Beast because of this? Will Kris Tyson? Who knows? Again, if they do, does that confirm that something did happen? But again, in the few days, we might see more come out about this and Mr. Beast give his take on this sort of stuff. But at the moment, I think you should take everything with a grain of salt. That's what I think anyway. And realize that things like this on the internet could be false. If the victim has come out and said their piece, hey, it might be false, or maybe they were paid. Wild conspiracies, but I guess that's what people are rolling with these days. But hey, it's a shitty situation on either point. And this is a shitty situation for trans people because it's going to set them back 10,000 years. Because again, this is going to give more ammunition to people who keep saying trans people are pedophiles, and it's not going to help the situation whatsoever.